The lighthouse keepers of the past across New England. The keeper of the lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding that fog bell and signaling it is time for football in Foxborough. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off from Foxborough. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's May. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
May not a throw on 3rd. That one complete to Diggs. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. They set up the screen here for Marks. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. On play action, here's May. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
To the air on first down, May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. May now from the gun. That's completed right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. Nice choice there to send this outside. He gets about 6 yards on the carry. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots pull out in front further, 13-zip. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
So first down from the 41. Stroud off of play action. He's thrown deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Has him on a quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To throw, here's May. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that that DB can cut off and take the other way.
From the gun on 3rd down, May. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. May's going to take it himself. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
May now on 3rd down. That's a cut for the first. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Counter play, it's Henderson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. May off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
May trying again here on 2nd. No finds his running back, Henderson. And he's going to work it to the 20. Play made by E.J. Speed.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Henderson here from the gun. And he can only manage manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throw is caught. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots grow their early lead to 13. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots double their lead to 14.
Texans 7.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. He's going to keep it this time.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Texans set to punt. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's May to the air. Drop this to Henderson underneath. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
On the gun, it's May. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Henderson on the give. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 21-7 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They gain 11 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sticking with Henderson. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's May. Makes the catch. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 3-possession game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
Patriots 28, Texans 7.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now third down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Stroud now on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
Kate's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May now. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down throw for May. And he'll get it up to the 44.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd and 6 coming up here. May. Completed to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They've got a man in motion. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line for second down. May looking to throw. That's taken in by Henry. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Gets it quickly to Douglas. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll try it now with Stevenson. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Didn't lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They're operating from the gun. It's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They go play action with Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Nearly an interception on that play, and now it's 2nd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
On 2nd down, Marks. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Stroud off of play action. Gets his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Offense is set. First and 10. Here's a handoff to Marks. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these books. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Motioning him from the slot right. From the gun, Marks gets it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Pressure comes, Stroud. Set up the screen here for Marks. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Running a counter, Stevenson. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10. Here's Stevenson. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. May now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a New England first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Patriots holding the lead here at Gillette. 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the Texans' 43-yard line.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Now May on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. Again, he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. If you're out, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Borregales on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
35. Texans 14.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's 2nd down.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, Stroud. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. He smartly won't risk anything here. He just chucks this away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Tommy Townsend on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Borregales on to send it away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Marks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
15.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First down now, ball at the 33. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The give inside to Stevenson. By a man, he's in the clear. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
May's going to take it himself. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Patriots first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Trying the left side with Stevenson. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
They go again with Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
May not have throw on 3rd. Chased out to his right. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots push their lead further to start the half. Drake made the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots grow their lead yet again.
42, Texans 14.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Noel to return this. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Finds his back, marks. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Again, Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone on 1st. Drop it. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Back to throw, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that lowers the gap to 25 points.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Patriots, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Off the play action, May. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 23 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
Kamari Lassiter on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Stevenson with another carry. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
10 yards. That's another Patriots first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
First down, and they go right back to it. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down. May now from the gun. Pass him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So now on fourth down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This 32 yards out on the right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now
Borregales on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now come the Texans on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. They go play action with Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Gets marks on the handoff. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Milton Williams making the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now we give to Marks. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2, and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, he's headed right. Stroud to throw on 1st down. That's complete, here's Kirk. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th. Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Shotgun now for Stroud. Collins got it left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. They'll air it out on 3rd. Let's go. This is Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, motion, you see it, motion.
Working inside the red zone. Caught on a slant. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Texans 24.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
Stevenson gets it on 3rd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll motion the slot man right. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Tricks away from one. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
They stick with Stevenson here on 1st. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They've got first down here from the 36. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's May. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's May to the air. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
1st and goal, Stevenson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots continue piling on to this lead.
Texans 24.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Noel to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's an 11-yard yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Stroud throwing here on first. He finds Stover. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
To number 13, Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud again. This connects with Schultz. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he's got a free play here. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second and 3 now. Throwing is Stroud. And they take this in for the score. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. Oh, the Texans are confident they have it, and they do! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was two things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it. That gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Set up a screen here for Marks. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds his back, Marks. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Stroud now on 3rd. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that will bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Catch is made in close. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just a sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 38.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no luck, the Patriots are there to recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. This is Stevenson heading right, and he gets him one as we come up to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. May now on third down. Complete to Diggs out left. And he gets the Patriots the first down, and that should put an end to this contest. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. A give up the middle to Stevenson. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and he's bounced outside, nabs him 7. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. There's a dive up the middle, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
He's not their bell cow. He's certainly not their breakaway type of runner, but he got the job done. He simply had to get forward, reach the first down before the defense could knock him back.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And he gets it on the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So as they've done so many times before, Brock, the Patriots take the win here at Gillette Stadium. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.